GG, bro.
Nearly messes up there, almost chokes the shot, but he manages to connect. And that's going to be his first elim.
Because look at Paquito's
Ixi, eu
inventory.
digitei errado,
16
hein.
total AR shots.
Ah, mas fica caindo toda hora, parça.
Vai lá, Hugo, vai lá, vai lá, vai lá, vai lá.
Mas o meu tá caindo.
Quê?
O meu tá caindo toda hora. O meu tá caindo.
Nossa, tô lotado no shield, mano.
Você não tá caindo, não? A minha tá parando direto.
Right there, it's going to set him up real nice. And whoa, Julian come way up at the dropship here. It should be off already. Yeah, you can see there's no animation anymore. So he's got a flint knock. That's going to be his way to get down. Very, very lucky of him to have something kind of hop off of this place.
Yep.
The flint.
And we do know that sometimes the trap inventory doesn't load in the spectator client, so he might have a launch pad. But no, this is probably going to come down to a flint knock type play. And there on the right side of your screen, something we're going to be seeing a lot of today. The storm surge in these late game scenarios, in these game scenarios in general, due to how many players are still alive and still active. Julian did get one. Still peeking on out.
It's crazy because he's so high up, these guys don't even see him. Oh, he also has a baller. Yeah, he's got no problem
That's
right
how
now.
They'll wind up getting down. Cool.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a couple options. And worst case scenario, he gets shot out. I mean, he's going to be able to save himself with the flint. So he is good to go. Out goes Julian comes. He just kind of hops on out. And now to your boy, Mongrel here. You're rooting for him, eh?
Yeah, Mongrel is kid's a freak of nature in this game. And he's an absolute beast. Doesn't even have a shotgun right now. We saw Mongrel was top 10 prior to this game. As now we'll continue to push forward. One thing we did notice, Mongrel, of anyone on that top 10 list, had the most games played.
Was he at about 6 or 5 or so, yeah?
5 with, I believe, 30-something, 37 points.
You know, it doesn't even put him out, though. We're about an hour, 15 minutes left in queue, so honestly, you want to be at least the halfway mark. So he's got a couple games chucked out of there. He's totally fine to still play several end games. And oh boy, Paquito, we saw him going in just a little bit ago. Is going to get taken out.
That was the elim Mongrel needed. Mongrel did all that into the zone just to be able to get some materials, but only wound up getting 5 extra builds. And you see the quickness in how fast Mongrel can edit and fully tunnel, but keep the sprint going. That is, in that full sprint, it's wall, roof, edit, wall, roof, without stopping a sprint once.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult to hit that stride and not mess up, especially under these intense circumstances. Just imagine what the audio, the sensory overload going on right now. There's 15 players nearby.
Still 16 players remaining. We're top 15 is more placement points. Mongrel knows this. Looks like he's sending it right on through. That player escapes in the baller for now. Mongrel down to 33 health left outside the zone. This is not looking good at the moment. Now continuing to be challenged. Finds a launch pad, though, and immediately gets to the high ground. Is anyone above?
I don't think so. I think he just managed to take this high ground free of charge, but he's got to pause here. He's trying to heal back up. And placement points have all been divvied out at this point, so breaking that top 15 is another big threshold here. Mongrel's got his heavy sniper loaded. What's he going to do?
Well, right now he's just trying to conserve these materials. That's why he's dropping down, getting close to these enemies. He's got to force something to happen, using every little bit to the best of his abilities, trying to break into his opponent. Gets the wall replaced, the elimination comes through. Down goes Flawless. Now in our top 11, Mongrel continuing to build on out. Has picked up another mini, still now at 60 builds. There's more there, and again, the speed is just absolutely insane when you watch him play. It is mind-blowing. Nate, all the way, though, on the high ground.
Yeah, and there's still 2 players in ballers. 1 left now. Average, by the way, is just kind of hopping around here. You can see players in the low ground are all forced to fight each other right now. Full has 0 ping, is about to go down to Webb here. He's got his last moments in this lobby coming up close. Can Maggio hit the shot? And he does. Bacon Fist goes down right there. Average as well goes down to the Storm.
Yep.
And that's going to be 2 big eliminations. He's back at max health right now and a launch pad. This is very intense here.
Make this happen.
3 players. 3 other players, I should say. Mongrel's taking on Nate here. Infantry rifle, poor at putting pressure upwards. And Mongrel's already declining now. He's jumping down. Mag wins another engagement against Webb here. It's toe-to-toe, and Mongrel ends that run. And now it's Mongrel versus Nate.
Mongrel's got the bandages. Mongrel's got the bandages. And is just going to decide to box up and try to bandage and heal through this. One bandage being popped. It's going to come down to a heal battle at the end for Mongrel. Can he get the second? Is there enough time? He wins it. The one bandage makes the difference. And with 5 HP, Mongrel gets the victory royale with 7 eliminations, pushing on up to 36 points.
There's only one statement that can explain that situation better. It's the no hesitation on Mongrel. Catches the Elim right away, immediately goes off to ban. He doesn't waste any time. That's why he's ahead by several ticks in those final moments.
His moves, his thought process, it is insane. The man's still looking to qualify for solos. He's been so consistent in duos, but has been pretty public on social media about some of his struggles in solos. As right now, again, this is the last opportunity, folks. Everything on the line this week to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Finals solos competition. The last spots will be determined today. An hour and 11 minutes left in the queues in Europe. Ryu right now on your screen trying to drop this player down into the trap and does just that. Goodbye, Siberia. Have a good queue.
That's one of the cleanest ways to catch an elimination. Catch him off guard. You place it right underneath the box. That's why you don't want to sit too close to an opponent, especially when armed with traps. They can just go either which way.
Yep, Ryu knew exactly the advantage that he had right there. Socio spraying down at what looks like a drop coming in. Skite, someone who was in the top 10, currently boxed it up. Again, this is the road of how Skite wound up getting there. 15 points right now. Obviously, if you're in the top 10, you got a little bit higher on the live servers, but we're catching up to speed. Making sure you all know the full story today. 39 players remaining in this one. Just a reminder for everyone home, top 25 is where you start earning placement points. And that goes up in small increments up to the max score of 10 points you can get for a victory royale.
And just hitting that 25 threshold is so difficult. Players start to really slow down.
Yep. As
you approach closer and closer, you realize, you know what? I don't have to take a risk right now. Let me just wait for an opportunity. And that's why you can see the congestion here with 39 players remaining. No one wants to go first and kind of wait for the zone, as this entire region has now hit a bit of a stalemate, right? Bit of a standoff here, if you will. These players are waiting to see what can happen. 7 seconds remain until the storm is revealed, and then things are really going to pop.
Skite trying to go for high ground, has 102 builds remaining.
Yeah, Skite's still in the running here.
The
redeploy is going to work out really nicely here, but he's going to get chipped down by a ton of players. Lands on someone, can he put a trap down? Doesn't look like he's armed with one, but it is okay. Lucky for him, he does not jump out of the box and pressure him. As Skite is being super cautious now, he has to heal up. Finds a headshot, nice. 120. Great tracking on Skite, who's a veteran. He's been a veteran on the competitive scene since the summer skirmish days. Good to see him back out here. Good form right now. Can he find his second piece right here? He's on the hunt. He's eating a lot of storm damage, trying to find himself a little place of safety here.
There's really no option. I think that's a smart play from Skite. Skite has bandages, right? And look at the builds. My
so
goodness.
Clean.
But yeah, you got bandages. You build on in, you take some storm hits, great. Right there, Skite got a free path in without having to worry about enemies, while taking and only suffering 25 damage, because once he gets healed with bandages. I feel like you can't be too upset with that.
Yeah, not only that, he's being efficient. He's not blocking his rear end towards the storm because he knows he's safe. Catches a player with his blueprints out. He lands a big 105 right there. That epic AR, perfect for pressuring through players, especially in wooden builds. That is a very weak structure, regardless of how much health it has. You can see a Shadow Bomb player right above him. Skite is looking upwards, trying to see if he can find an opportunity there. But just the fact that he's not in the low ground right now is allowing him to just kind of continue to keep pressure without getting too much in return here. Now the rotation once again, just holding the storm line. That's a big placement point right there. Top 15 here, Courage.
And Skype, we hopped on board, had max materials now down to just 21 builds. That just shows how much Skype has tunneled through these last few zones. I like that, spraying at the metal before it gets any stronger. Fully built metal this late in the game would take a lot to break, and there's another great combat shotty engagement.
He thought about going for the mats and stuff like that. Saw the baller kind of scoop on through and yoink it up. Couldn't get it. Find someone right out of the storm. It's Marcus, but there's another player in the storm. He knows it. He does try to track right there, but left his top side open just a little bit. Finds the beast just in time to keep him in the game.
And Skype more than happy. Again, it takes a little bit of storm damage just to reposition. Goes in the storm for a second. Takes 10 damage. That's fine.
Look at how well he does reading the storm here.
Yep. This is one of the most challenging parts of the game, is this late storm movement. Rezus on the high ground. You've got 3 players on low, all fighting within 1 box of each other. Skype holding the edit, drops 1 player in. There goes Ryu, who we were watching earlier on. The other player just above, I think, is weak as well. Yes, Zol cut down by the combat shotty. Skype now 1 versus 1. And the player on height has begun to drop down. It's Rezus, who's landed in the tree. Skype knows this. Skype's going to try to spray down this tree in hopes that Rezus has to drop with the redeploy. That should be a free elimination for Skype. There's no way. You're not going to be able to drop on in onto a player like Skype and get away with it. He knows it as well. 8 elims. Victory Royale jumps up to 33 points.
Way to turn that game around for the Lestream boys. Skype really clutching up in those final moments, holding his composure. And more importantly, just storm coasting right along those outsides, guys, allowing him to save material and come out on top. But we're hopping into the next round here. You saw Skype, previous victor, here trying to make his way in the top 10, guys. Don't forget, he's in contention right now for making it through the Worlds, guys. Is their final opportunity here for the European region. We've already punched the tickets for OCE. Here we have Zestin, lands a boogie bomb. Can he make it in time? Decides to double up on it. Says, you know what? Let's start this party again here. Finds Fixie with a nice 1-2.
And is there any more of a frustrating way to go down in a game right there? Double boogie, no chance to really defend yourself. Zestin ends up play, utilizing every bit you can get in these super stacked lobbies. Monster, a lot of times you don't get to loot all you want. I can promise you, you're not landing at a spot uncontested. You're getting some scraps and having to make the most of it. And right there, keeping the boogies for a moment like that, so smart. As you guys know, we catch up with replays to see exactly how these top players have made it to where they are. We just watched Skype win that last game. Here's the game after, now at 34 points. Staying boxed up for the moment. And, whoa, a door nearby. He might actually try to make something happen.
No way. You think he opens it? Just gives a little knock on the door here. Let's see. He sees someone off in distance, and oh my, the precision there to just open up the pyramid and one-pop that guy. It was extremely weak.
And that'll be the one thing that assault rifles will always have a place for in this game.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Even with people saying, oh, I'm just going to run the TAC AR or the drum gun does the assault rifle's job. Right there, the assault rifle did the assault rifle's job, which you love to see. He's going for the wall replace battle with this player on the other side.
And I love how he's doing it. He's not overexposing himself.
He gets one wall. He gets the pyramid as well. So this player frantically trying to back out up. Skype is unrelenting with this pressure. Breaking through every wall possible, and there it is.
Oh, the fake out
Made
really
it in.
quickly.
No trap comes down, so you've got to think there's no trap available for this player, and that's only going to force Skype to want to push even more, but good thing for the opponent. A stink bomb comes in, which will scare Skype away.
Definitely was a close one there. Skype, scary player under pressure. You can see when he has the confidence, he is unrelentless. But he's composed. He knows what to do. As Skype lands and someone trades out a couple shots, as Chris, he goes off to build here. Just trying to reposition up now. He does have plenty of heals. He pops one preemptively here because he's probably going to go on the hunt again. He actually caught someone there, but that is not going to be his priority. Instead, priority is get to the zone.
this aggressive. You need to not only win, but you need to get eliminations too, or else you're just not going to reach the points needed to qualify.
This is the difference too, right? Like, he knows he's in top 10. He's like, you know what? If I can continue to hold this lead, these are the risks the champions have to take to make it through and qualify in their regions. We see it in every region. Now Sky is landing some more shots there. He's just on the hunt. So long as he has the slurp effect active, you can see his hyper aggression here. He is not pausing for a single moment. He's looking for eliminations. The ticks are still going. The slurp is still in effect here. So he is just slowly looking to capitalize. Slurp effect finally wears off and gets a little bit of favoritism from the zone. This is going to work out in his favor here. See, now it's going to double back, allowing him to save some materials, possibly find someone on this rotation here. Notice how he's holding now again as well.
Yeah, it's actually a baller that's made it inside the box. Not a comfortable flight that he wants to take. Skype with 10 builds left. Every single thing matters. 109 tag on the player below. Drum gun back out. He knows this is his floor. I knew it. There you go. Brilliantly done. Unfortunately, can't connect with a shot. Wait, that's his floor as well.
Oh, boy. Orbits. By the way, you didn't own that floor, buddy.
Yep. That's what that Orbits was just in panic mode right there. And for Skype, that's a beautiful elimination because look at the mats now. Up from 6 total builds to 45, but Na'Vi has different plans right there for him. Down goes Skype. There's your lobby from top to bottom of all players remaining. 12 players to be exact. Make it 10 as 2, now 3 go down in the last couple moments. Bodies start to drop quickly. Crew on height at the moment. Does have all the ammo you could want, but not the materials in this case. We'll have to follow these builds down as, yep, there it is. Staying 1 or 2 levels above the opponents. Tries to catch someone off guard with that heavy sniper right there as they push out of the box. Fortunately, no one's home. Crew reloading the heavy sniper rifle for maybe one final shot. Again, the key that opens all doors. 1 player down to the right, 1 down to the left, and another one on the ultimate low ground. Some good shield tags and the elimination due to the storm. Crew, there's that heavy sniper I mentioned, but a very fast reaction from the player below. And with that, I believe Crew has just lost high ground, Monster.
Yep.
He's got 0 builds remaining. Ghosty drops down. Crew 1 versus 1 versus Dave 2K. Dave keeping this height with 38 builds. Crew trying to drop him on down. Dave doing a great job just building as much as possible to blank cut out the sky. And Crew sees this knowing, whoa, Dave's still got a lot of materials remaining then.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one here as Crew is now having to tarp out. He doesn't have anything left. Heavy snipe comes out. Can he find a low peak? And it's going to be 1-2. Connects with every single shot on the fall down there. And that's going to be the difference in a clean end game for VHV Crew.
Yep.
Also block out visual, especially from the high ground you jump out and over, so that's also a factor here. But take a look at this lobby here. Courage, nearly half of the players that queued in are still in the game here, in the running. On an elimination, yeah. Definitely copped out.
And that's the night, the ice fire.
Here it is. Grand on the prowl right now. This whoever's in the box right here is in trouble. There's multiple players nearby. And he backs up again here.
It's cat and mouse.
He's not giving up though. He takes the wall. Can he land a shot here? Heavy AR, really tough, but it's his ramp. Can he make the quick edit? And he does. Oh, man, it's Rage who tries to sneak out through the window.
And that's just so smart. Not falling into the trap. Not taking that 150 unnecessary damage. Gets the wall. Doesn't W key into the box. Instead, then fights for the ramp. I mean, that was what, 3 or 4 boxes?
You can't just jump out on people like that. Blocks out, hit him with the stunner, man. You gotta slow down, dude. Here is Julian, looking for a big rotation right now. Shadow bombs out. He is in full effect to get to this next zone. He does find himself there. It's a quick little crouch. Clean edit. Doesn't overdo it. As the ballers are also creating rampage here. So with all of these shadow bombs, this is where you use them. You dump them out. You save your materials. You try your best to see if you can catch someone, being that you get ahead first. And if you can't, it's okay. You just use on to the next one. Nice little shot right there. Is gonna take that player's baller, takes 60 shield as well, and good reaction speed. Catches the TEDS, who walks into the box with the drum gun W key. It's not gonna work out. Hey, now he's got a heavy sniper.
You're watching right now, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or the in-game client. First day today that we have the ability to stream live from direct in the game. Shout out to the developers who worked on that one, getting screenshots of it. I want you, if you're watching from in-game right now, or in general, send us how you're watching. Show us the setup, show us a screenshot of you watching in-game. Let us know what you think. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We'll bring so many new eyes onto Fortnite competitive and see just how insane and high skill these lobbies are. You know, I've been involved in esports for so many years, Monster, and, you know, getting as much competitive support from the developers is so key, and this is another step to that. Alongside the incredible prize pools and the events coming up, Fortnite's in a good spot here, moving forward.
This
is
the World Cup.
Let's get rid of that semi-auto sniper rifle, change up a couple little things there, and I think we'll be good. Epic, you got my number.
You guys need help. Holla at Courage, man. He knows what's up.
Let's give me some chicken parm. You don't even have to pay me.
Pay the man in chicken parm. It can happen here. As Blacksville pops a rift, takes up a player with him. Will he land a shot in the air? Looks like he managed to connect. Something just happened there. Yep. Notice Blacksville came down by himself. Nifty little trick right there. If you can be fast with the fingertips, you can see make some big plays here. Blocks is in the game right now. 3 elimination, no longer has a baller. These final moments here. Down comes the shadow bomb, says, you know what? I don't want to be all the way up. Someone's healing right nearby.
Fighting Julian. 3 players left in total.
This is the World Cup, guys, the European region. Who is going to punch their ticket to New York City as we have a 3-way battle? Julian goes up, says he doesn't want to battle Blocks. Well, that might be a big mistake because Blocks is going to find him with the peak shot. And no, Julian actually takes himself out to the storm, so no one's rewarded. But Graham Flame has the campfire that's going to out-tick Blocks in the final moments.
Yeah, the 2 campfires better than none. Flames Graham shows it right there. Congrats on the victory royale. 39 points, definitely higher up there on the standings. But I know Zeke and Sundown are back over at our analyst station, wanting to show us some updates from Europe.